Joel and I are going to be reacting to the final trailer for The Last of Us Season 2. Hey.
I ain't never put my jewels on.
I have one of those. I don't know where it is.
Okay.
Ellie.
Yeah.
This is where we live. And what's that?
The fence.
What's inside?
People.
What's outside?
Whole lot.
Monsters.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm excited to see the
Time
Seraphites.
the sun comes up tomorrow,
Ooh.
there's a very good chance you'll be dead. You're gonna lose.
Don't you know what he did?
Let's go.
You swore.
Wow, there is a whole lot to unpack here. Watch. I have one of these. I literally ordered one. I have no idea where I put it. It's somewhere in his room. But I definitely have one of these. I'm so happy to see Bella Ramsey is back and Pedro Pascal, of course. I love their dynamic. They're so Ellie and Joel. I love it. I'm obsessed and I can't wait. Oh my gosh. Okay. Who was, let me see, because I think Joel was talking to a kid. I don't know if this is maybe just a kid like who lives with them, or if this is maybe, depending on how far in the future they're setting this, because you don't know if they might be a little older than they are in the game. Aww. Let's see, be prepared. 4 phases of emergency: prepare, respond, recover, and stabilize. Okay, so that must be when they take like their routes and everything. Joel's house. Oh my gosh. It's teaching Ellie how to play guitar like he promised. It's infamous scene. They look so happy. Oh my gosh, there's just so much going on. You see their logo right here. This is so cool. I'm so excited. Wolves. All right, so we have Abby. We have, I'm assuming, is this Owen? You know what? I'm not even gonna try and guess. This is the crew. They got the crew. Whole lot of snow going on. Oh, this is so scary. Oh, that's so scary. Taking care of a horde of infected. Oh, it looks so good. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. It's so, like, it's such a minor detail, but I like the fact that, like, there's a camper on the side. Or is that just a truck? No, it's a truck and it's a camper in the game. It's actually on that side too. It's a dumb detail, but I don't know. It's so cool. I'm so excited to see how everything plays out with the Seraphites. They even got the scars right there. I'm so excited to see everyone and see how everything plays out. Okay. And Jetsu looks cool. This is gonna make me cry. This made me cry in the game, and I know for sure it's gonna make me cry in the show. So I'm already like, mentally I'm preparing myself. This is definitely gonna make me cry. So that means that this scene in the beginning around here is about the same time as this. So I don't know if this will be flashback or what, but I'm super excited. And it's just exactly like it does in the game. It's just crazy. Oh, yep. Showing that Ellie draws and everything. Got the moths in the background. Okay. Check her out. Beginning of her tattoo means business. Ugh. You're gonna lose. I wonder if this is maybe someone who still has their consciousness and maybe says something to Ellie. I want to know the significance of this moment right here. Because it looks like they've been there for a while. Oh, man. It's just all. Anything with red lights in the game, just know that it's going to be super brutal. So I'm assuming that the same is going to cross over to the show. I am really, really, really excited. This looks crazy. And Tommy said, gotta get rid of you. It's insane. I can't wait. I'm super excited.
To me about adapting Abby for the series from the game, because I think what the series does is it really grounds us from moment 1 of season 2 in her grief and her loss, which sort of gives us more insight into her empathy. Was that something that you sort of knew, like you couldn't just stick with the game, new medium, new story? Or were there specific things that you were really interested in building on from the game to the show?
Some of the stuff is just logistical translation going from video games to TV.
Okay, so that I already know. That already means that they're going to take their time with Abby's side of the story because, like I said, the way things pay off in a game don't exactly work or translate well to television. So I feel like there has to be sort of a build up in order for us to really understand and empathize with Abby.
Even how, when you get the game, you have the entire story. So with this story in particular, because it's split up into multiple seasons, we knew there's certain things we couldn't wait that long to reveal. So that's why we led with certain things that happened later in the game, earlier in the show. And we get a bit more into who Abby is much earlier.
Good.
Kind of established.
Good. Because a lot of people were worried about that.
As well as what is about to become antagonism towards Joel and the people in Jackson.
Caitlin, since Abby is a sort of polarizing figure in the game for fans of the game, what did you know going in?
Why? I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what's funny? I actually really like her. I watched her in a series recently. And she is going to do really well as Abby, just based off of her performance that I saw in another show. Amazing actress. I cannot wait to see her bring out a side of Abby that maybe if you play the game, you know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't and you're purely just watching the show, I think you'll be able to empathize with Abby and her side of things and why she is the way that she is and why she does the things that she does and all that. So I'm really excited.
How well did you know the game going in, and what were your conversations with Neil and Hallie and the writers and Craig about kind of like how to sort of prepare to play this character?
My focus, and it seemed like the creator's focus, was to just was really just her emotion and what drives her, and to sort of find the empathy. And obviously she does something horrible, but there is, I think I guess everybody did so beautifully is kind of give us a little bit of a lead up to Abby in the show, which is different from the game.
Yeah.
And I think that allows you to just have a better understanding of why she did what she did and gives you a little bit more context. And so I was just really focused on tapping into the emotion and the anger and what really drives her forward.
We love to
Peter,
see
there's
it.
a really powerful scene between Joel and Maria in the season premiere where they talk about the settlement's refugee policy. They talk about, letting refugees in, and she says at the end, Joel, you were a refugee once. I'm wondering if, there's a particular message that you would want viewers to take away in this moment about sort of, what the Jackson settlement and Joel and Maria are trying to do kind of stands for.
The relationship between Joel and Maria is such an interesting one. It kind of is a really perfect insight into Joel's longing for family in a way that he's not really willing to admit, and he feels like he loses some of that relationship with his brother Tommy by having Maria in his life. And so I love the kind of wrought dynamic between the two of them, and that's what really the thing is sort of based on as far as Joel and Maria is concerned. He's sort of like they kind of threaten one another, and then are very good colleagues in terms of creating a function for the town of Jackson. And yeah, it's a great point that she makes to him when he's all about kind of keeping people out when he was somebody that was let in. She definitely wins that argument.
And from your point of view, you're our city planner, and it's all practical. It's like, there's only so much plumbing I can run and so many houses I can build, and everybody loves contractors, but he
yeah, everybody does love contractors. I know I love mine.
Giriel, Tommy really sort of finds himself a little bit stuck in the middle of Joel and Ellie's contentious relationship. Right. I guess I'm wondering if you feel like there's one that he, like, who sort of is he protecting the most? Is he trying to protect Ellie? Is he trying to protect Joel? Or is he trying to protect himself?
Wow.
That's actually a really good question before he even says anything, because if you think about it, right? So Joel and Tommy obviously are brothers. So people would assume that by default, Tommy would want to be more protective of Joel because they're brothers, they're related. They, they grew up together, even though they had that separation when they got older. But I also feel like because Tommy knows Joel, and especially this goes back to those 20 years that we know nothing about, which put it in the show, put it in a DLC, do something. We need those 20 years, Joel and Tommy, how they survived. But I think because Tommy knows Joel and what he did and what he had to do to survive, and initially what started their entire falling out after those 20 years, I think Tommy might also be wanting to protect Ellie from kind of that side of Joel and being like, hey, he might do things with, the best of intentions in his mind, but what he thinks is right might not actually be what's right for you. So I could see how Tommy might feel the need to kind of protect Ellie from Joel because he's experienced what Joel is like in full out survival mode. And like I said, that ended up leading to their separation anyway. So I don't know, it's a good question. I want to know how he answers it.
Yeah, I think first and foremost, he's the bearer of this secret, and he's kept it. No one knows. So that's literally the extent of how far that goes. It's Ellie, Joel, and Tommy. I think he's trying to protect himself quite a bit from his wife's wrath. I think that's such a big secret to keep, especially knowing the history between Joel and Maria, and they're very contentious early on in their relationship, and it's starting to get to a really positive place where we're working hand in hand and expanding and fortifying the city. And I think so. Mostly, he's probably protecting himself, but he'll keep that. I mean, he'll keep that, take it to his grave because his brother asked him to. But yeah, he's a peacemaker and trying to keep the peace, and I think for the sake of the town, he has to keep these very powerful three people all, kind of lockstep on the same page.
Okay, so last question. We don't talk about spoilers in this room. So what I want to know is, on a scale from 0 to 100, how intense is the pressure to keep the secret of any spoilers compared to the projects that you've worked on in the past?
This is new territory for me. I've never had to keep secrets like this in my life.
Yeah, but you keep other secrets.
I keep secrets, yeah.
like 200. I think I'm so scared now. Yeah, so just gonna stay that way.
Hallie, what would you do to us if we gave a spoiler away?
Oh, I mean, the game's been out for 5 years.
It's all out there.
That part.
But all the grandmas that are watching the show that don't know the story, that really love it and came to it in that way, you know. We don't
Yeah,
wanna-
my mom doesn't know what happens, so.
There are
I keep
That's
my mouth
crazy.
there are also changes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that the stuff is we try to keep the secret. It's the stuff that's different from the game. And
I mean, there are no changes.
it's exactly it's 100%. But it's always fascinating to find so many fans that refuse to look up anything. Like you could Google a lot of the stuff that happens in the story, and they will not do it.
Thank you
I'd
all
be
so
like
much for
that.
coming.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you
didn't
all so
look
much for
anything up when I
coming.
got the part.
So yeah, I am super excited. Season 2 comes out April 13th. We will be watching. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. If you guys like these videos, please let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like, leave a comment, sub if you want to. And this is officially my co-host now. So, little Ducky Joel. We'll see you in the next one.